I just found the most hilarious and dumbest feminist fail possible. Listen to this.
After selling her IT company, entrepreneur Christina Roth set out to create a space where women could unplug, connect, and recharge on their own terms. No men allowed.
Really?
That idea became SuperShe Island, an exclusive women-only retreat nestled off the coast of Finland.
So that means every single woman is gonna be the construction worker there, right?
The 8.4-acre island features high-end cabins, traditional saunas,
so
and curated
nice.
wellness experiences, all designed to nurture mind, body, and community. Again, no men allowed. What began as a personal blog and intimate retreat quickly evolved into a global network of more than 3,000 women.
This happened this year, by the way. This happened months ago. I think during the summer or the spring. This is the first time I'm hearing it.
And now, okay, this has since closed. Can't imagine why. This has since, was there like a cat fight on the island? I'm just wondering, just asking. Can I not ask a question? Okay. So this has since closed.
Yep.
And what's really interesting here is that you look on Wiki, right? I'm not saying everything on Wiki is true, but this was in a number of locations. It says this quotation about it. It's supposed to be women only, right? The whole point is women only, get the guys out of here. The implication being guys are trouble.
Guys, let's be honest. We all know where this is going.
Guys, take away your peace of mind.
And I'm
We
not
need
a
nice
woman
wellness
hater.
space where men are kept out, right? Check out this quote. After purchase, male construction workers were working on the island to lay lines for power and water and gut renovation. That was the only time men were allowed on the island besides Roth's close family and friends.
That's the only time, huh? We're gonna build a society all from women. Women are gonna rule the fucking world. But you know who's gonna go to war and, you know, unclog the toilets? And who's gonna construct everything? Men.
Friends. At the end of the day, she needed men, right? And the funny thing is you look at the comments and you're like, well, who built the saunas? Who built the infrastructure? Who did all the
Women.
plumbing on the island? So basically,
I'm pretty sure, I'm very confident that a woman who studied gender studies in LA, in the University of LA, whatever, UCLA, I'm pretty sure that woman is way more capable to build this whole island. I'm not bashing women here. I'm just having fun. I fucking love women. I'm not a red pill guy. I'm just making fun of this.
men set up the whole island for her. Men set up the island, and then we're told to get out, right? Left. And then we're invited back only when they had to do repairs, right? Oh my God, the plumbing is a mess. Call the guys. Call the guy. Well, what
I didn't watch this point.
Right? Oh heaven, there's a bug infestation. Call the men. Get them in here. Close down the island for a couple of days. Let them come in here and fix this. So I love this because it fits the whole like we don't need men, and it's so fascinating to me. Imagine the idea that you're setting up a whole island, which flopped. And you're making it women only. Guys aren't invited, but they have to set up, do all the grunge work, right? So, honey, you did need a man, right?
And here's the thing. A lot of people in the comments are going to say, hey, you know what? But men can build this kind of an island, and they can construct it. They can make it run. They can maintain it, everything. And they can live on it. And they will need women. You're wrong. You know why? That island will need rich men to go there. Do you know how rich men will go there? Rich, young or old? If there's beautiful women there. That's the sad reality. Well, it's not sad. It's just what reality is. And if you are up to confronting it or not, that's your problem. But hey, that's reality.
The island that you created, this idea of yours, would have just existed in your mind, honey, if the guys didn't come in and do all the damn work. They did all the work. And honestly, like these guys, man, I'm telling you, I know they probably get contracted and they take their money and they say, let me get the hell out of here. But I would have been like, so you want me to set up your island, but I'm not invited to stay. Just do it yourself, honey.
Yeah, what the
Let me see you.
Yeah, I want to go on this island with my wife and enjoy myself, enjoy the freedom. Maybe my wife won't like it as much because there's only going to be women there and I'm going to be the only guy because I constructed it. But I don't give a fuck.
Getting your fingernails, those long pointy nails that you probably have, getting all dirt underneath. I want to watch. Guys, man, it must be so fun for you sometimes to watch women try to do these things. Construction. Ooh, it's got to be a blast.
Driving a car in front of me as well. That's a favorite. I love that. I'm having so much fun when there's a woman driving a car in front of me. And I'm saying this to make fun of women, okay? Not every woman is like this. It's just in general, most of the time, it's a younger or very old woman. Middle-aged women, most of them I haven't seen them having any problems with, driving way too slow or way too fast in traffic. Just
So
park.
bottom line is, we need men. Men built everything.
Not a
Men
misogynist,
maintain
okay?
society.
What
They
I've
come in,
seen.
they do all of the important things that maintain a society. And when women say they don't need men, they're lying. They're lying. They're going to come calling for you when shit hits the fan, and you know it. You know it. All right. Perfect example. Imagine, honestly, who the hell would stay on SuperShe Island? I'd rather take my chances.
I would go and say that I identify as a woman, and if they don't accept me, I will cancel them online. But, the project failed before that even
Routine,
happened.
frankly.
So,
I mean, this has to
fuck!
be, can you imagine a whole island?
That was a great
of just
video idea.
women just going at it, driving each other crazy, estrogen dominance. It's got to be, oof. I don't know. I wouldn't.
So before I say anything, this woman and her channel, she does a lot of videos where she just bashes on women. Granted, probably most of the women she finds are, worth the bashing, and they are, problematic. But her whole channel is just based and built upon destroying women. This is what, women would call a pick-me woman or a pick-me girl. I don't agree with a lot of the stuff she says. Men and women, we both need each other. And if you're the red pill guy that thinks, hey, women are pieces of shit, and if you're the modern feminist woman that thinks, the men are pieces of shit, you both are just wasting our time, okay? Shut the fuck up. Leave us normal people live normal lives and stop ruining everything for us. And here's the post. There's an island in Finland where all men are banned. And this is the woman. Everyone who works on the island is a woman. I only go to men when there's no other alternative. Of course, obviously. Yep. I don't want to build upon this anymore. It makes sense, right? There's no other alternative, right? Shouldn't be other women that are gonna be alternatives. Well, let's continue. Here's how the island looks. Well, look before it was all built up, and this is, I'm guessing, them in their little, fancy women's club, having some fun. Yep, probably on the island and stuff. And now I'm seeing women on TikTok and actually contemplating all this stuff and thinking, can we actually build a society, a country, a utopia of just women? Listen
Can I
to this.
ask you something? What would it look like if women decided to pull together their resources and make a community for themselves and their children?
That would be fucking horrible, because me as a father, well, future father maybe, right? I want to see my kid, right? Obviously. And I want my wife to love me and not to despise me because of my fucking gender, right? Like, if you hate one race, you're racist. If you hate this religion, you're this kind of phobic. But if you're hating half of the fucking population because they're males or females, you're okay now.
This is a conversation I was having with my sister this morning. I just asked her, I was like, would something like this actually be sustainable in the long term?
No.
Because I find that a lot of women actually end up censoring men in their lives, whether it's through seeking validation or through a relationship, or just thinking that a man has to be involved in every aspect of their life in order for their life to be successful. And then the concept came up of how
your partner, doesn't matter if it's a man or a woman, should be a nice, happy addition to your life. They don't have to be your whole life. And they shouldn't be your whole life, okay? They're just an addition. They make life better. Life without them should still be nice, okay? Because if your life without them is horrible, I'm gonna hate being in a relationship with you.
a lot of women have children with these men. And after the first child, you can get a good gauge of the type of parent that this person is. If the person is not helping you with anything involving the child, no resources are being pulled into it, where I would start to find issue is if you keep going back and
that's not a
children
man,
with
that's a
that
piece of
same
shit.
incompetent person. A person who clearly does not want to be a parent, a person who could give a flying hoot about if you and the child eats and survive. And I was expressing to my sister that if we were in a community, I would be very accepting of all the children that are already here. Where I would have the problem with is that if women in the community that's supposed to be focused on women development and focused on pooling resources to raise the children that are already here, kept getting pregnant.
Wait a minute. What's gonna happen with the male children that are gonna grow up? Are they gonna get kicked out? Trust me, there's gonna be tons of women out there, moms, who will say, no, my son is misogynist. And after decades of all these children becoming adults, that society, that women's society that now has males because those women's sons grew up, now they accept males. And now every single male from outside of the community will be eventually accepted. So it'll fail. Okay, even if everything else worked, it'll still fail.
While in this women community, and they kept like falling in love or censoring a men somehow, and that's how I feel like the community would fall apart, because I genuinely don't think that it's going to be successful, because too many women need the validation from men.
No, that's not gonna be the reason why they fail. Yeah, there's a lot of women that need validation and a lot of men that seek validation as well from, different places, from different kinds of ways. But that's not the main reason. The main reason is evolution and millions of years from us being freaking apes or whatever we are to evolving into all the human species, into Homo sapiens, and now to the modern human now. We all did it working together. And you're not gonna fix a problem that exists by dividing us. Boom, okay? Shut up, please.
In order
Stop
to
being
feel
a
like they're
dumbass.
doing something, even if that man has proven to be incompetent. So that leads me to asking this question and bring this conversation to TikTok. Do you think that a woman-led community would continue to be focused on women and children, or do you feel like that community is going to shift because somehow a woman is going to bring a man into the dynamics? And of course, with a man introduced into this dynamic, the dynamic changes. I personally have no faith in a woman-led community, or in a way that I would want it to be ran, with pulling resources.
A men-only community or a female-only community, like you imagine, like a country, will never fucking succeed. She mentioned, because women seek validation and because women and children and stuff. Those children are gonna grow up. Those sons are gonna be adults. They're gonna be my age and older one day, right? Are you just gonna push your son away from your country and never see him ever again because he's a man? What is wrong with you? That's about it. Tell me what you guys think in the comments. I hope more people like Red Pill Guys or crazy modern feminists do dumb stuff like this so I can make more videos about this and just laugh at them with you guys. Have a nice day. Take care. Maybe send me some other stuff like this if you found anything interesting. Bye.